Before we dive into this, make sure you pull up on shopstevenight.com, man. Copy some drip anytime you see me rocking something that piques your interest, man. Just log on, bro. Browse through the merch. Find you something you like, you know what I mean? And cop. And I'm still running my sale. I said it's gonna be through the end of the year, but it's still up, man. So type in do work promotion code at the end. Get you an additional 20% off. I don't know how long this video is gonna go, bro. I guess I could have done it within a minute, man, but I know the majority of my audience on YouTube is male, but I want to see and hear what the realistic women have to say about this. I want to hear what the women who are like the pro raging feminists have to say about this shit, man, because there is no equivalent of this from the female experience, bro. One of the reasons why they want to call it a patriarchy. I mean, maybe if you live in that patriarchy world, then maybe like this is the way of balancing it out. You know what I mean? Because regardless of who you are, how powerful you are, how much status you have and shit, bro, this shit can fuck any man up. Any man up, bro. And there's no man could do this to a woman, bro. I came across this post. I don't know how true it is. You gotta take everything with a grain of salt. But even if this shit is cap, and I don't want to sit here and discredit the this actually happened. If it is fucking happening, I just want to put that out there. Because even if this shit is cap, shit like this happens all the time. That's the point of this video. But I came across this post on Instagram, bro, and it's a DM. I'm just gonna read it. I'm sorry I lied to you for so long and kept you around to be here for my baby. Unfortunately, it's not yours, and I'm not saying this because I'm getting back with my ex, but because I just didn't know how to let you go. I'm sorry I made you be there throughout everything, my whole pregnancy, the birth, baby shower, etc. I hope you can just understand me, and if you want, you can remove me off everything, or if you want to see him, you can too. What are you supposed to do with that? What are you supposed to do with that? I just put myself in that situation, bro. And like, I didn't even anticipate on giving my fucking thoughts about what was being said, bro, because this shit like this happens all the time, and it's an impossible situation for a man to fucking be in. But bitches can do this, can get away with this, bro. She knew this whole fucking time that baby wasn't his, and she pulled him along, making him think that that baby is his, bro. And it's like man, like, and I thought I knew how how devastating of an issue this is, how large of an issue this is, how important issue this is prior to being a father. But being a father now, there's no equivalent to this for a woman. There's none. So for her saying that, you can just remove me off everything, bitch, get the fuck out of here. Like, even if he wanted to remove you off of everything, he can't, because then that emotional connection is there with that child. I don't know how old the fucking child is at this point. Maybe it's still a poo-poo. So it's early enough for him to try to sever ties now before the baby gets older enough to even know who the fuck he is. But still, the damage has been done. The emotional distress, physical distress, psychological distress, monetary distress that has on the man. Stress ain't even a fucking word, bro. There's no equivalent for that. No man can make a woman experience what it is like to go through that from what is available out there to do to a woman. I don't know, maybe grape, or maybe a single mother being 100% financially dependent upon a man, and he takes that away from her. Right? I'm thinking about these things, but grape is illegal. It's illegal. This is legal. Women are allowed to do this, and they're not held accountable. And being entirely financially dependent upon a man, you have the courts. You have the courts there in your favor to mitigate that. I know shit still happens. Women are fucked up, but the majority of the time, you have the courts there to buffer that for you. and I'm being nice to women saying that, bro. Everybody knows the courts are gender biased, or pockets biased. But there's no checks and balances for this. There's no accountability for that. And the emotional toll that's gonna fucking men off themselves for shit like this. Men go broke for shit like this. Men do crazy for like this, and women are allowed to do it, bro. Paternity test should be mandatory, right? Mandatory. And so like I'm all the men are on the same page of how it would be to experience it, that in the unfairness of it all. And for me personally, that's why there's no patriarchy to me, because women have the ability to fuck a man up and have the courts backing them. It's all a system. The reason why paternity tests are not mandatory, because they want to get that check from some man regardless, right? And even in some cases, when the man it's proven that he's not the biological father, the courts still go after him, right? So it's all about a dollar at the end of the day. I understand that, but there's no equivalent for it for a woman. There's no equivalent for it for the woman, dog, and it's fucked up, bro. It's fucked up, man. So, like, I already know what the fellas is gonna say. All right, I already know what the fellas is gonna say, but I want to hear from the women's mouths. I want to know from the women's mouths. Do y'all think it's fair that women are not held accountable for doing this? Do y'all think it's fair that this shit is legal? Do y'all think it's fair that women are allowed to do this to a man? Terrible, bro. Duh, of course, but it makes so much more. It makes so much more sense, and you realize the amount of power that has over you as a father. You know what I mean? And like, outside of this, like, even if this baby is still an infant, I could only imagine. I can't imagine. Like, I'm 10, 11, 12 years down the road, and I come to find out that baby isn't mine. And then it's like, for those men who choose to sever ties, they are asshole, right? And if they choose to stay, then they a simp for it. It's like you're forcing an impossible situation. You know what I mean? And the court's not gonna let you get away when the baby's that fucking old. You the father at that point, because this bitch volunteered you to do so. And the court's not gonna let you get away when the baby's that fucking old. You the father at that point, because this bitch volunteered you to do so.